What's going on? It's your boy, Will My Craven. Uh, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, do all that good stuff. I want to talk about, do hurt people hurt people? You know, people love to say this, that hurt people, but I don't really think that's necessarily 100% true. And the reason I say that is because most of the time, if you find out someone's hurt, you generally know they're hurt, or you may assume that they're hurt. Like I'll get a lot of people that say, "Oh, who hurt you?" And it's usually when I say something that they don't like, they'll turn around and say that, make that type of comment. But it's always funny to me. But I say that because if you think somebody hurt me based upon comments that you didn't like that I said, and it usually happens with women who usually tell me this, it then goes to the notion of, if you feel that I'm hurt or anybody else is hurt, why are you actually trying to be the one to be the helper? So if you think you can help somebody who you think is hurt, or show that you're this great person so you can actually be chose, you actually caused your own self to be hurt, because you went poking and prying on a person who really wasn't trying to be bothered by you, to be honest. And to say that the hurt person hurt you is actually wrong, because if you went to a dog who was hurt and you went to go touch his wound, what the heck you think's gonna happen? You think that dog's gonna let you touch the wound? He was perfectly fine or not worried about you, but you came over there to decide to actually want to touch the wound and say, "Oh, I want to help the dog." Now the dog has bit you because you tried to touch his wound. What the heck you think is gonna happen? You're trying to, so now you want to play the victim because you saying you want to help the dog, but now you're the victim because the dog bit you. Come on, man. No. You have to know when people who have issues want to be helped. I remember they used to say when I was a kid that those who deal with substance abuse, you cannot help them unless they want to be helped. If they don't want to be helped, it's going to be an issue. You're going to have issues. Therefore, you're wasting your time helping these people. So now you're upset because you tried to help them and they don't want to be helped. And now that you getting the brunt end of something bad, now you want to blame them for something you caused. It's like the whole thing with the people who are, they love to say, well, if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one around, does it make a sound? Well, if you're not there for the tree to hear the sound from the tree, how then would it be any type of issue or anything to you? You're not there. So there's an issue with people. They have a problem with walking away from certain individuals and certain things and situations. So if you're not willing to walk away from a situation, you are going to more likely be the cause of the next situation, not them. Because technically speaking, most people really don't care about you. To be perfectly honest, unless they form some type of deep relationship with you, people generally just don't care about you. Ask for somebody for some money, random on the street. If you're not holding up a sign or whatever, they're not going to give you any money. They're just going to blow you off. If you got a flat tire, in this day and age, if you get a flat tire, most people are going to roll right past you. Most people will roll right past you. They're expecting you to have your AAA service or whatever else. They don't care. They don't care. Matter of fact, I did a video where I had to get my car towed. And well, I told about that incident in which I was relating about not worrying about certain things. But there were just tons and tons of people just going right past me. They didn't care. It wasn't until one guy who insisted on trying to get by me decide to want to get me out of the way. And that was only because he was insisting on getting by me. He didn't want to go around. He could have went around like other people did, but he didn't. So most people don't care. So you actually taking on someone else's issue is your decision. And that means you bear the brunt of the consequence. If you decide you want to take on somebody else, that's no one, we don't have to openly open ourselves up to an individual. You don't have to do that. If you insist on doing it, it's that responsibility falls on you. So whatever happens, you're technically part of the cause of it because you're integrating yourself into someone else's life, especially if they don't have any desire for you to open up to you. That's all you. So to say that hurt people, no. Inquisitive people who like to pick and pry tend to get their feelings hurt by somebody who doesn't want to share. You have to understand and know when people want to actually share with you. If they don't want to share with you, you're wasting your time. And anytime you start wasting your time, you then start treading upon the territory of getting your feelings hurt. Because most people have ulterior motive of why they're helping. If you're helping somebody and you want to be in a relationship with this person, your ulterior motive is that you want this person to see how good you are so you can actually have some fairy tale relationship that this happily ever after this Disney fairy tale crap. And you tend to end up getting your feelings hurt. Your motives were wrong. And when your motives are wrong, you're going to get your feelings hurt. It's just really that simple. So you got to stop saying that hurt people hurt people. That's generally not the case. Because most instances where I see where hurt people end up getting hurt people is you end up prying into someone else's life, trying to be the Captain Save me, and then you end up getting your feelings hurt. Leave these people alone. This is why I say you have to identify. Learn to identify and evaluate. If you're not doing that, you're going to end up finding yourself having a problem. So, not all hurt people are actually going out here trying to hurt somebody. It's you picking and prying with someone who doesn't want to be bothered, who doesn't want those issues being bothered or tampered with. It's like I said, it's like the dog who has a wound and you go touching the wound. The dog's going to bite. Same thing with a cat. Would you actually go in to a lion's den and try to fix something wrong, detrimentally wrong physically with a lion? Chances are, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get your tail mauled, which is a lot of reasons why you people out here, I end up hurt and want to say the hurt person hurt you is because you are not proficient in relationships as well as identifying situations. Someone trained has to go in there and turn around and deal with that line. So you trying to go in there and deal with such, or whoever, and then you want to blame them for the reason why you're hurt. That's your fault. That's 100% completely your fault because you were ignorant of the situation. That's why ignorance is not bliss. It will get you jacked up. Being ignorant will get you jacked up. And a lot of people are going out here getting jacked up and want to blame the other person because the truth is you're ignorant. You don't know how to handle situations. Most people don't know how to handle situations when it comes to relationships. You don't have the tools. So you went into a situation, got your feelings hurt. This is why I gave the analogy about algebra. It's hard because you don't know it. And if you don't know something, I tell my son this all the time. If you don't know something, when you're not paying attention, you're subject to get yourself either hurt or get yourself or somebody else killed. And this happens in relationships too. If you don't know certain things, you're going to walk into a situation and get yourself hurt. It's that simple. So stop blaming people for that reason why you're hurt. You decided to take your tail over into the situation and you got yourself hurt because of your ignorance, thinking you were more than what you are and you weren't. But with that being said, fix your feelings, fix your face. Get out here and learn something. Apply the knowledge to whatever it is that you gain in everyday life, so you can actually become more knowledgeable. Anything I say in here is based off experiences. It may not apply to your life, but it is facts in certain things and what I've seen in my own life. So it doesn't have to fit you. It doesn't have to apply to you. But the reality is, whatever we go through in life, it is a fact. Don't negate other people's facts. Opinions are other people's experiences. A lot of experiences are their own opinions from what they're telling you. So if you want to, your opinion is not fact, you're negating that person's life. And this is something I'm gonna keep saying over and over again until a lot of you all get it. Because an older man told me one day when he heard my plan. I was playing for this blues band, and he said, "Man, you sound amazing." And I turned around and told him, I was like, "No, that was terrible." And then he told me, "Young man, I came all the way from Connecticut." It's like, I came all the way from Connecticut. You start telling me other things about life, and you're gonna tell me what I experienced from you and how you made me feel was not a fact. You're basically telling me that now my experience is negated because you feel a certain way about my experience. Say that's disrespectful to me. It may not be your best plan, but don't negate my experience. And ever since that moment, I look at people totally differently. Their life experiences, I don't negate their life experience because it's a fact. That's what they experience. And we as a people have to stop trying to negate someone's experience. Man, I can't remember that guy's name, but I know he was one of those Marine guys. I'd love to thank him for that moment because we spent about an hour together talking. That's about 10 years ago. But yeah, changed my life, how I view people. But yeah, all I said was facts from my life's experience, and these are my opinions, and they will apply to some people out here. They may not apply to all. So as I say in other videos, scale the fish, spit out the bones. Meaning, take what it is that you need, whatever you don't, discard it. It's the easiest way to go through life, man. Like real talk. Things that happen. I mean, I do it like that. It's beyond my control. It's nothing to get upset about. It's not nothing I'm gonna start getting to a argument over, and that's a waste of time. Raise your stress levels. Stay here. Stay level. Stay plain. Keep peace, and you control your own peace by how you respond. So, with that being said, yeah, let me get out of here because I keep talking. But peace.